That's what we're talking about here. This is take two of
Two
the live
takes.
edition
Two
of
takes.
IU We Talk Fantasy Sports crew here today. What is it? Breakfast for fantasy for breakfast. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Right, I know, right? This is just one of those days, I suppose. Let me just sip my cup for a minute here. Okay, so we here to fatten your wallets and your pockets, not your bellies. How your mama cooked for you. Okay? That's what we're talking about. I'm not even going to go through 80-20 anymore. Screw it. If anybody wants to know about it, hit us up on Facebook or something, you know what I mean? And it's an 80-20 rule that you got to apply to daily fantasy if you want to win some real consistent money. All right, we're doing quarterbacks, baby. Let's roll. Joski Doski with that big ass check back there, boy. What's up, QB today?
So Groundhog Day, because I feel like I did this already. I did. But so I'm going with Dak Prescott. He's 6,800 against Denver. Long story short, not too good. He has a week of rest because he didn't play with that minor injury last week. So I think that he's going to go out there. He's going to light it up. 6,800, great value for Dak Prescott for me. That's the way I'm going today.
All right, rolling with Dak. Hey, Warren Dollar General. What's up? Who is your QB? Oh, you muted up.
Oh boy. It's like week 42 of us doing podcasts.
Hey, life is difficult. I don't care what nobody says. Steve Harvey crowned the wrong damn woman on live television, and everybody saw it. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This is take two. I forgot the name of the show for a second. Kai was muted.
I'm also gonna be boring, and I prefer Dollar Tree. But anyway. Your boy Joe called me out. I am going to be boring and I'm going to be drab. I'm picking the most expensive quarterback in Josh Allen. He is playing Jacksonville. I just think big money, but big points today.
Yeah.
He has the money because he can't spend it on Derrick Henry. So
that's exactly it. Yep.
This is true.
This dude got bands. He never had as much budget.
Oh man, that is like new territory for you, Kai. You got all kind of money to spend on DJ right now.
Extra like 3,000.
Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, Slim Jimmy, who you got at QB today for the people?
Yeah, so Joe, I'll be honest with you, man. You're not going to like my lineup because if my core four goes off, it's not going to be a good week for you. So my quarterback is facing a team. He came off an embarrassing loss to the Bengals before bye week, and he's facing a team that gives up the 24th against quarterbacks in fantasy this year, and that's Lamar Jackson. I look for Lamar to possibly have 100 yards on the ground this game. He's only done that once this year. He hasn't really had to run around, but I think today we see that, and yeah, I like Lamar Jackson. And how much is he going for? 7,300. I think that's a steal. I think Lamar Jackson doesn't get the love that he deserves.
You're right. Yeah, still, even still. And you know what? I'm going to dabble in that Ravens offense a little bit later in the show. That's for damn sure. Love the pick. Have faith. Who got a QB today?
It seems like everyone's being safe about it, so I'll be the eccentric one. And you'll see why here as the core four unfolds, but going with our boy Tyrod Taylor.
Whoa!
Look, I had to go. You'll see. I had to go with a quarterback in this price range in order for the rest of my core four, and I think that he's the solidest guy at right around 5,000. He's coming back. He should be strong, healthy, ready to play, and he throws at 70%. He can get you a 250 and 2 touchdown game, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't see him blowing up, putting up something gaudy like Josh Allen could today. But I think for the value at $5,000, I have to go with Taylor and hope he has an efficient day.
You could have went with Jordan Love, man.
Yeah, like I said, I think Tyrod Taylor's the best bet at this price.
Look, if you want to talk about low ownership. Look, I think Jordan Love is almost chalk to play GPP. You know what I mean? There's a lot of GPP lineups that are going to have Jordan Love, but not many of them will have Tyrod Taylor. You know what I mean? And he was playing good ball before he got hurt. He was playing good ball. Houston was
First
scoring.
game of the year, he had a couple touchdowns and 200, and I think he was 10 for 11 in the second game, and then we haven't seen him since. But he's pretty solid. He can turn the ball over very often. So hey,
Hefe with the cojones. Hefe with the cojones. Yo, Tyrod Taylor. Let's get
Big
it.
balls.
I love it. I love this pick, man. Shoot, I thought I was.
hey, and there it is. The main reason that I took him because Miami gives up the second most passing yards in the NFL. So
Right.
if you're not going to have a chance against any secondary, it's going to be Miami.
Okay. Fire, Jeff. Hey, I'm pulling for you. You know I'm pulling for you. I thought I was paying down. I paid down at 5,800 at quarterback so I can get some of these big names in today. So I'm going Tua at 5,800. Tua's performed when he's supposed to. At least there's that, because there wasn't always that with Tua. You know, he was thrown out there and he didn't perform very well last year. And then this year, when the competition's been a little bit low, when it's been subpar backfields that he's going against, he's done pretty well. I look forward to him throwing to Mike Gesicki a lot today because Devontae Parker is out. So we're going to go ahead and roll to running back. But Slim Jimmy, who are you pairing up with Lamar Jackson?
So my running back today, this is where not all my money, but a lot of my money is going to today, and that's Austin Eckler. I like Austin Eckler today at 7,900. He's going against the Eagles. They're ranked third last in points against the position this year. 8 touchdowns allowed, and they're giving up over 31 points a game to the position. So I just think this is a game tailor-made for Austin Eckler. So I look for him to have a big day today, man. Real big day.
Okay. Yes, I love Austin Eckler. He's been tearing it up this year. He's been balling for real. Joski with that big ass check. Who you pairing with Dak?
I was actually gonna say, Andy made a comment about how if his core 4 went off, I was gonna be happy. I was like, well, I know damn well he ain't got no running back that he's gonna pick because we know he's struggling with running backs in season long. So anyway, I'm
quietly. I got a guy that's 10th in the league at running back. So quietly.
Well, you should have picked him in your core 4 then.
Never.
But I'm gonna go with Nick Chubb, 6,700. Like I say, I think everyone, I think everyone's quick to throw the Browns out right now, and it's easy to do that. But I just kind of feel like for whatever reason, this game is just gonna be like one of those little statement games. Whether or not that lasts more than a week or two, I couldn't really tell you. But one part of that is going to be Nick Chubb. I think he's going to run the ball down Cincinnati's throat. Maybe try to help make his quarterback not look like such a failure. But I just look. It's a little bit of a different game script. I think we always talk about game script, and today it's a little bit more of some off-field things that obviously happened over the last week that they're going to be trying to make a statement for. I'm definitely going to roll with him today. That's a great matchup for the running backs and for Cleveland, and clearly he's the one that's going to get a bulk of all the carries. So,
right, absolutely. Yeah, and his low ownership is going to be really impactful when it comes to fantasy. He had a subpar week last week, but the most encouraging thing was that he got out of that game with no setbacks, no designations, full week of practice. It's good. He's good to go, rolling good. So I love the Nick Chubb pick right there, Joski Doski. So we're going to go to Warren Dollar Tree. Who you got?
I like that a lot. I'm going to be a homer on this one. I'm going with the New York Giants, Devontae Booker. He had a pretty solid game last week, and I don't think that I was going to say Oakland, but Las Vegas's run defense is super stout. He's only 5,900, and I had to go down a little bit because of Josh Allen and my wide receiver. So I got him. I'm hoping the Giants win. I think they can. And I think it's going to take a lot of him to do it. So go Devontae.
Very nice. Very nice. I love it. How much is Devontae on DraftKings?
59.
59.
And I don't know if I know Jason, but yes.
Right.
You better get to know Jason because he's probably about the only person that's siding with you right now. So like, I be your best friend.
Oh man.
I just want Barkley back. I just want Barkley back.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. That's honestly, it's so unfortunate about this dude, man. Let me give you guys my running back right quick. I am going with Alvin Kamara. I can't escape this one. He's the most expensive on the board. He's the number one up top there. You got to pay for him. He is the New Orleans Saints offense. 100% through Alvin Kamara. No doubt about it. There's no escaping it. So I'm paying up at running back, paying down at QB, paying up at running back, paying up at a couple of different skill positions today. That's for sure. So I'm going with Kamara and Hefe. Who's your running back?
Hey, I told you I bought down at running back or at quarterback for a reason, and I agree. I'm going with Kamara, the number one dog. Big dogs are coming out now.
Yep.
And you know what? I think that with a different matchup, I might not go with Kamara today, but Atlanta's not that good on defense. New Orleans is a mediocre offense anyway, and they're rolling out Trevor Siemian. And so I think they're looking for a classic Kamara day, man. Classic. He's finally going to get those looks, 9-10 targets out of the backfield.
Is it not Taysom?
Taysom Hill is starting.
Oh, he is?
Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're rolling out Taysom. Well, that even adds to it even more because you're going to be dumping the ball off a lot today.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
My fear this week, guys, I thought about Kamara, and I think he might have a big game. He's the only guy down there, but I think there's 9 guys in the box against him. I just don't see anybody scared of Taysom Hill passing the ball.
Right.
That's true.
With Taysom
now it's
Hill,
play calling. Then it comes down to play calling, and then you can finagle Kamara in and out of those short routes, man.
Well, as Browns fans know, play calling might not be everything.
You know,
Kamara this dude says Simeon's starting.
Yeah. Well, see, now with Taysom Hill, remember when Taysom Hill came in last year? He absolutely destroyed Alvin Kamara's value in fantasy. Killed it completely.
Yeah, now with him kind of making his way back, yeah, it's a little that offense is gonna be a little bit hard to trust for me for a little while. Just
right.
No one knows what to do with the tight end / quarterback. So
yeah, exactly. Tight end / quarterback.
Yeah, Simeon is for sure starting.
Yeah. Okay. That's crazy.
But he's cheaper. He's cheaper than Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. There's going to be enough scoring to make Kamara a good play today.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when those Sean Payton's going to screw you over today. Like,
I hope not.
No, I'm getting nervous now with this Kamara play, but with Simeon under center, I feel better about it.
Yeah, that was my plan, or based on that. Yeah.
Okay, now for sure, because I'm rolling with you on that one, Hefe. No doubt about it. Wide receiver. So, Jeff, we'll stick with you. Who you got at wide receiver?
Look, I'm going with Jamar Chase. This game today is huge for both teams. I mean, huge. And the Bengals coming off that embarrassing loss to the Jets. He only had 3 catches on 9 targets, so he still had the targets, but something was clearly off last week. Mm-hmm. This kid's a touchdown machine. He catches touchdowns, all but 1 or maybe 2 games this year. And what they're trying to do is reestablish themselves in the talk of the good team. If they win today, they're still in the talk of good team. Browns, they're trying to put themselves kind of opposite. If they win today, they might be in the conversation of a good team. So this is a really, really big game. I think the Bengals show up, and I think it's going to be high scoring. I would go with the over, but Jamar Chase is one of the best receivers in the league, and there's no reason why he shouldn't get his 10 targets and at least score a touchdown.
Yeah, 100%. Yo, Jamar Chase leads the league in air yards. And we look at air yards because it's a really good indicator of opportunity, actual opportunities, and especially if you're looking at catchable air yards. That's a really important stat to take a peek at when you can. For sure. So we want all the opportunity that we can get. So I love the Jamar Chase pick right there. I am gonna go ahead and go and you know what? Let's go to Joski Doski while I try to find my core 4 real quick. You got a wide receiver.
He done lost him already. So I'm actually going to do something I haven't done a lot of this year, and I don't know why, because this is typically a strategy of mine, but I'm going to go ahead and stack. So I'm going with Amari Cooper. He's actually 5,700, which is less than CeeDee Lamb, but CeeDee Lamb, I think he missed a couple days of practice, and he's expected to go. Amari Cooper kind of limped through practice a little bit, but he was at least limited it the entire week, and he's been playing very well still, even with having these little minor nagging injuries. Like I said, I expect Dak Prescott to have a good week this week. So too bad for Andy, but might get another 20 plus from my guy Amari Cooper. You do get to dodge a bullet without DeAndre Hopkins being out there, but you ain't gonna dodge too many this week.
Right. Okay. I love it. Amari Cooper. I'm a big believer in Dak Prescott. That wide receiver core they have in Dallas is so special. It's just so good. Warren G. Dollar. Who you got at wide receiver?
So I'm on the stack train too. I'm picking up Stephon Diggs. I used $28,000 of my $28,000 for my core 4 today. But yeah, Stephon Diggs again playing Jacksonville. I could see Bills hanging half 100 on these guys today. So Stephon Diggs. I picked a lot of Bills again today.
Right? It's not a bad strategy.
Your other 2 New York teams are pretty bad, so I mean, you might as well go ahead and jump ship to the third one that actually plays in New York, right?
Sure.
Man, sure. Yo, check this out. What just happened? What just happened, Warren? It's like you saw someone came crashing through your window.
I'm watching English football today, and I picked Son as my captain, and he just missed a wide open shot. That's all. Sorry.
Oh man, that hurts. No, but what I was saying about the Buffalo offense, especially today, you may want to look at Cole Beasley in the slot because Nick Needham has been giving up hundreds of yards all year long, like hundreds, and touchdowns left and right. So Cole, like everybody that's in the Bills offense has to get a good look today for your DFS purposes and season long as well. Hey, I found my wide receiver. It's Marquise Brown. And that's bad for you, Joe. And I think so. Because this dude's going to ball out today. Marquise Brown, 2 tutties. If we were still doing 2 tutty, buddy, that'd be my guy.
You guys are going to be real upset when you see that be Rashad Bateman today. Just letting you know.
Who's now a wide receiver. What the hell?
He's really been a wide receiver. I don't know.
Yeah, but he was listed as a tight end on all leagues.
No, definitely not.
Yes, he was. I started him at tight end.
Yeah, somebody did something goofy with that. I promise you, he has not been listed as a tight end at all. But hey, it works. I wish he was listed as well. We don't have tight ends in our league, but I wish he was listed as a tight end in other leagues because that'd be better than most of the tight ends you could pick.
That was the whole point,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Well, hold on. We got some braggadociousness going on here. So, guys, in our sleeper league, we are behind. We are losing to one Jayla Green.
Everyone in that league is 5-4 or 4-3. Every single team.
Well, I'm 2-6. So
well, okay. I wasn't gonna say that, bro.
Yeah.
No, but
you didn't have to play yourself.
That's the league I forget to check out like every single week. It's too many apps.
too.
It's like my 3rd app I have to open. That's my 4th because DraftKings really comes in 3rd. So it's
me too.
We should have made that like $10 or $15, man.
DraftKings.
The $5 threshold, man. I just,
Yeah.
not enough to hold my time.
Check this out.
But Jayla, congrats.
This isn't it. I have
I
to
don't even know who I'm playing this week. Who am I playing this week? I don't even know who I played last week.
Me.
Who is baptized?
We're playing each other in two leagues.
Who's
No, we're playing each other in 2 leagues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm about to start Lamar Jackson and Marquise Brown.
Oh, you forgot you had them.
Hey, I'm fine. Hey, look, like I said, it's only $5, bro. I hope they blow up on me. I hope they go off on me. No, I hope they score 50 each.
I got Josh Allen against
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Bro. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I won't do that.
This is the worst ever. All right, I'm 2-6 in this league. I have Nick Chubb, Mike Williams, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Pitts, and Calvin Ridley and Mike Evans. What? 2-6? Unbelievable. Oh, and Kai, hey, your boy Jason said he's on the market for a new bestie. He wants a bestie. Oh, for sure. Hey, yeah, but let's go to who else is wide receiver we gotta get?
You gotta get mine.
Oh,
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, you gotta get mine. Mine is gonna be boring now that you already stole them from me, Drew. It's Marquise Brown, Hollywood. Quietly, and the dude never gets talked about. He's quietly a top 10 receiver. Fantasy wise, he doesn't miss. He's had. I mean, his down games are like 8 or 9, but other than that, he's 18, 20 points every week. He's guaranteed to get at least 2 balls thrown to him deep. Guaranteed to get 2 deep balls thrown to him, and that's Lamar's. I know we talk about Mark Andrews being that dude's safety blanket, but Marquise Brown is right there now, and he's really showing up this year in a big way. So I'm stacking. I like Lamar Jackson. I like Marquise Brown. I like the Ravens offense against Minnesota.
Love it. Yep, I'm right there with you. I think Rashad Bateman may have a say-so in this game as well. But like you said, with those deep balls, those air yards, that's what we want. That's it. All right, so let's go to yes, that's right. Okay, we have to pick tight ends. All right, so I can't even deal with the tight end thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Mike Gesicki because Tua has to hit somebody in the end zone. All right, it just has to happen. So I'm going with Mike Gesicki. I think he might be my double tutty buddy. I think he's gonna get 2 today. But Andy, Slim Jimmy, who you got at tight end today?
So I'm going off. This is because I think that this guy's going to get a ton of targets today, simply because there were some tragic things that happened in Las Vegas this week. Mm-hmm. And so I think Darren Waller is going to get the ball. I think he's going to have 15 targets today. I think he gets the ball a ton. There's no true big numbers that are going to back this up. I just think, truthfully, this is no shot at Kai like it normally is, but I don't think the Giants are that good. So I like Darren Waller to get the ball a lot today. After you take away Henry Ruggs, I mean, Hunter Renfrow doesn't get a ton of love, so I look for Darren Waller to get the ball a lot today. So I like Darren Waller 6,200.
Oh wow, he's down to 6,200.
Yeah.
He's second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's second most expensive. Oh, okay. All right, but I still feel like that's lower than it has been in the past weeks. This may be a really good week to go get you some Waller. Wow. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of tweaking in my lineups here shortly. El Jefe. We got a tight end.
Like I said, there's a reason why Taylor's my quarterback, and it took me a second to decide because I agree that Waller's going to have a big game, but you know what? I'm going top dog, Kelsey.
Oh,
and we haven't seen real Travis Kelsey since early in the season, and I mean it could be because Kansas City's down, and it always hurts when your quarterback can't stop throwing interceptions, and I think that victory last week could be the spark that Kansas City was looking for. And if they right the ship, it's going to be righted by throwing the ball to Kelsey again and getting him involved as the main guy underneath. That opens up Tyreek Hill. That opens up all the other things for this offense. And if that was a spark, then I think they have to get the ball to Kelsey. So I'm looking for a regular Kelsey game. 10 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. We'll see. I spent all the way up on all 3 of my positions other than quarterback. So we'll see how that plays out today. But I'd really like Kelsey.
I need Kelsey to come through today for sure. Also on some season-long stuff. But all right. I feel it, Jeff. Pay up where you got to pay up. Doski, you got a tight end.
I'm going with Goddard. He's 4,500. I'm leaving myself a lot of money to spend today. I think I only spent like 23,000 of my 28.5 or something like that.
28.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna bulk up this entire lineup today. Have a lot of fun with it. Get me some cash on these cash games. But Goddard has a really great matchup today for Philly. And, especially since Ertz has been gone, there's no mixing and matching on who's going to be getting those tight end targets. They're still lacking a little bit of something. And I kind of feel like they might be one of those teams in the play to get Odell. I'm sure that's something we'll touch on in here a little bit. But for right now, those targets are still out there. Jalen Hurts is amazing, and he's going to get the ball to his tight end.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, and that volume is going to come to him.
How much is he?
4,500.
45.
All right.
Yeah. He's still very, very cheap from after the Zach Ertz trade. So that was kind of surprising to me. I actually had my eye on some of those other guys, like Waller, at the price that he had too. But when you look down just a few more slots and you see go down there at 4,500, it's a little bit shocking still, and especially with the good matchup. So I just had to roll with it today.
Nice. I love it. All right, let's go over to the tight end whisperer himself, Darren G. Waller. Who you got today, man?
Well, that's exactly who I picked today is Darren Waller. I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders are missing probably their best wide receiver, so I think that gives him just even a little more share of the targets. So I agree with Andy here. Oakland can't start a murderer, so that's one guy they're not going to have, and Darren Waller's going to get those. I say he gets probably close to 20, if not more, fantasy points today.
I think you meant to say amen.
Targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
he's getting you're getting your money's worth today, I think, with him.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, we're going with Darren Waller. Huh?
I would look out for Brian Edwards today. I think that he's actually going to finally come on. They all liked him a lot the whole entire season for whatever reason. John Gruden. Yeah, I forgot about him.
John Gordon.
Did he play in the Firestone Band?
Brian Edwards. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
Shout out Brian Edwards if you somehow hear this.
We have so many guys, so many Falcon players in the NFL now. We got Michael Carter over here running for the Jets. We got Brian Edwards over here catching passes for Vegas. Man, right? Look at us. We're talking about them on our podcast.
No kidding. Hey, I do like the Brian Edwards idea there, but it's crazy that we all three kind of went in different directions with that because in a lot of my lineups, I got Hunter Renfrow. A lot of Renfrow. I feel like he's more of a security blanket. So
he's been quietly good.
He has. What you saying over there, Slim?
You said security blanket. Those weighted blankets, the ones that are supposed to make the anxious feelings go all the way. That's Darren Waller today. He's the weighted blanket. You can keep your security blanket.
Oh, okay. I feel it. Hey, you talking me into Waller. I can't even deny that one. I'm gonna just change my whole damn core for it. No, I'm just going with Gesicki, but I will give me some Waller in there today. That's for
sure. You know what? Gesicki is actually my flex, so I really like him today too.
I feel like most of the winning lineups have two tight ends in them, and
I'm doing two tight ends today too.
Yeah,
you got Dawson Knox in there?
No, he's hurt.
Oh, he hurt.
He gone.
I got something special for you today. I'm the double tight end whisperer.
Who's your other guy you got in there?
Well, that's my cheapie for today. So I'll let you know in a minute.
Oh, okay.
We'll start there.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
My deep dive is, I think, a very overlooked tight end that plays for the Los Angeles Clippers, and that's one Jared Cook. Man, they're playing against Philly. Philly's defense, not the most stout again. So Jared Cook, man, only $3,300. He averages 8.7. I say he gets closer to 15 today.
Nice. Okay, I love it. I love the Jared Cook. I will have my eye on it if I got to pay down anywhere. How much is he? How much did you say?
33.
33. Nice. Oh, yeah. I like it. All right, Andy, who's your deep dive for today?
Man, my deep dive, I got two players on my team named Hollywood, man. My deep dive today is Rashard Hollywood Higgins. I think that with Odell Beckham being out, I think Donovan Peoples-Jones and Rashard Higgins are both going to step in to be that 2 and 3 receiver. And we know that Baker Mayfield loves Rashard Higgins. So I look for Rashard Higgins to have at least 4 catches today. I don't know how many yards he's going to have, but he usually, every time he catches the ball, it seems to be for a first down. So I look for 5 catches, 50 yards, and maybe a score today out of Rashard Higgins.
I love it. That's exactly who mine is too. That same thing, Rashard Higgins. I threw him into our lineup there. Now this is a lineup that I didn't deep dive in my main lineup. Usually I do, but not today because I was able to pay up for Rashard Higgins in Rashard Higgins' spot. I was able to pay up some there. So I think I have a lot of AJ Dillon. I have to go back and look, but I think I got a lot of AJ Dillon today at 4,600. But I am going with Rashard Higgins against you guys. Doski, what are you deep diving for?
It's very sad that all of our deep dives are coming from the Cleveland Browns right now because they are dives, if I could say so myself. But I'm actually going with Austin Hooper. There's obviously a guy out there who's not catching passes or not getting overlooked or not just running wide open. so I guess those targets have to go somewhere. Austin Hooper had 6 targets last week. Looks like he's starting to kind of get looked for a little bit more. He also had about a handful of targets the week before. So he's 3,200, 2 tight ends set for me as well today. Austin Hooper against Cincinnati.
All right. Pulling for Austin Hooper. Browns got to get this W today. We got to figure it out. Look,
Probably
I know
not.
I'm really curious to see where we are with the prediction show stuff because I think I called for us to lose this game today, and it kind of feels like we will. But look, I'm pulling for us. I'm just not very hopeful. I
can't go with Cincinnati. So I wanted to go with Cincinnati pretty easily, but I mean, we're all sitting here acting like it's not just as much of a shit show to get beat up by the Jets. Look, that's just as bad of a storyline as what we've heard in Cleveland this week. So whoever's underestimating that, this game is a little bit more of a push than you think. So
that's funny. Hefe, who you deep diving for today?
Well, in my deep dive, I'm looking for the same thing that you guys are looking at out of Higgins, and it's going to take away from your Gesicki pick, but I'm going Preston Williams at 3,200. Look, and he's had a couple decent games. Tua's playing better. Should be an interesting game. So they're going to be playing until the end. I don't think anyone's going to blow anybody out in this one. And like you said, for 3,200, if Preston Williams can get 5, even 6 catches and a touchdown, he's well worth the 3,200. So Devontae Parker's bitch ass is out, and Jalen Waddle's pretty good, but you still got to go downfield. And Preston Williams he could be the guy today.
Yeah, man. Remember when Preston Williams was kind of like a hot commodity? Like what was that? Like 2 years ago, and he came out and played well.
Oh, we were juggling him. I think I dropped him, and then you picked him up, and then you dropped him again, and then I picked him back up because he had like a good game from here and there.
I even think after the draft, Joe, I may have traded you McCole Hardman for Preston Williams.
You did actually.
That's both dropped them and picked them, and each of us picked the other one up. Ridiculous, but still, those are 2 really good players that we're still kind of waiting on their arrival to the NFL. So, Andy, you want to take us through how we did last week with the Core 4 rankings?
Absolutely. So Joe missed a show last week, so we don't have a score for Joe, but
I had all the best players.
Yes. So Joe wins.
Yep.
So
200.
Bringing up the bottom was an unusual thing because Kai brought up the bottom last week at 44.26. Although, Drew calls you the tight end whisperer, you did have the top scoring tight end last week at 6 points.
That's what I made.
Oh, wow.
All right, coming in third, Drew, 61.72. Again, you were just basically a tight end and your quarterback outperformer getting to that 70 that we're looking for. Jeff, 68.24. Again, quarterback away from having a big lineup, and I brought home the win again for the 3rd week in a row, if I don't say so myself, at 86.16. So yeah, I'm hot. That's all I gotta say.
I'm hot. Yeah,
How's your DraftKings account?
It's up, man. It's up.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't had to deposit this year. That's all. That's key.
That's what I was talking about when we did the first
That is
take
the
of the
best.
first show way back when.
Yeah.
I'm just now depositing for the first time, and it's because I haven't been doing 80-20. I haven't been doing it how you're supposed to make money doing this thing. So it won't happen again. I tell you that much. I'm 80-20, Mr. 80-20 from the rest of the year here on out. Andy, good job. You are this week's winner. Oh wait, I spelled it
The
right.
wiener.
The wiener.
The wiener. I am the wiener.
So, hey, you guys want to touch on this Brown situation
Yes.
a little bit? Yeah. Talk about a little Odell.
Andy's
Beckham.
got some things he needs to let off his chest, I guess.
Right. For
No,
sure.
just really one major thing. And everybody, I assume, is well abreast of the situation. Most of our listeners are probably local. At the beginning of the week, obviously, I was starting to question my Browns fandomship, but calmer heads have prevailed, and obviously, I'm a big Browns fan, man. So that's why this issue looms large to me. Two things. I think that this issue has become more black and white than I could have ever imagined.
Really?
Truthfully, and I mean black and white in the truest sense of the word. I think that there is a color division based off of this. I really do. To where I think that if Baker was a black quarterback and Odell was a white receiver, it would be flip flopped, and it's just crazy to me. But my main thing is this: I expect Baker to play well today. And the reason why I expect him to play well is because the numbers bear it out that he plays better without Odell Beckham Jr. Well, everybody watched that video. We saw this dude running wide open. I mean, wide open. And so I think it's a bigger indictment on a quarterback that the simple presence of a man coming onto the field makes you a bum. And I don't want to hear all these excuses about his injury, because they're not using those excuses for Odell. They didn't. But as soon as Odell sets on the field, he's not good anymore. I don't think an elite quarterback has that happen to him. So I'm glad the Browns haven't paid him. Again, I expect Baker to have a big game today. But like I said, I think that's an indictment on the type of quarterback he is.
Okay. I feel it, Andy. Now, I have noticed some things as I'm scrolling through like the Browns page on Facebook and stuff like that, and there's a lot of Baker backers even still, and it's kind of like, I'm not so sure if you guys watch football or if you just kind of watch ESPN.
They watch him fist pump. That's what they love about Baker Mayfield. They love him getting that fist pump after he picks up that 4-yard first down.
Bro, when he shotgunned that beer at the Indians, it was over. Everybody in Cleveland loved that dude because he shotgunned a beer. He's one of us.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, able to relate. Yeah, that's definitely about it, man. I don't know.
It's a mess.
That's about it. Huh?
I mean, I think there's blame on a lot of sides here. The organization itself for not handling this before the damn trade deadline. Like, maybe we could have got a 7th round pick for him. Whatever. We got something. We managed to get nothing from this but dead money. Are you kidding me? And more playing time for Rashard Higgins. So, and then Baker and Odell haven't even talked. They haven't even spoken. Their off-field relationship was good. They used to talk all the time. They hung out. They actually like each other. It's really hard to explain what the hell is going on and why. But we do see the tape. Baker doesn't want to throw this man the ball. Period. There's no way around that. But why?
Yeah. He probably slept with his girlfriend or something. I don't know. His wife, whatever. Something. Yeah, there's something that we don't know about it for a fact. I'm still waiting for more to come out. I feel like once Odell's maybe on the team, maybe after the season's over, if he doesn't want the spotlight or something else will come out about it, because it is just very odd. A lot of people try to sit here and blame him on the drops. Well, here is a news flash. He actually only has 2 recorded drops on the season, which means that any of those other balls you guys saw, the NFL considered uncatchable. So if he got his hands on it, that's just a good testament of, how he had been trying his hardest to make Baker Mayfield look even better than he was. Unfortunately, he was unable to do that. I've been saying the same thing the entire time. Unfortunately, a championship window short. It's very, very small. You look at the Jacksonville Jaguars right now and what they are, and a lot of people probably seem to forget that in 2017, just that short time ago, they were an AFC title contender. That's right. They were playing the Patriots in the AFC title game, trying to go to the Super Bowl, and they went from that to a one-win team with a number one pick, and now another one-win team that doesn't look like they're getting better anytime soon. So if this is what you want, if you want this mediocrity at the quarterback position, and as long as he can fist pump and chug beers and get you hype, hey, enjoy those jerseys while you can, because it's only a matter of time before we're back to the factory of sadness. And it's arguable that that's not what the hell we're in right now, because this whole entire situation, if nothing else, is extremely fucking sad. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is.
Look, I agree. I think this is kind of an indictment on Stefanski, and it seemed like last year he had things changing, and the Browns weren't brownsing it up and doing all the things that they did for those years where we couldn't even watch them. And it just seems like there's been a series of, I don't know, plays, penalties, this whole thing. And there seems to be some, I don't know if it's new head coach thing or what, but I think Stefanski's making some of these mistakes. And I mean, it's going to be hard to write that on the field.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, I mean, we don't know about like the behind the scenes mistakes are there, you know what I mean, with dealing with these different type of personalities. I don't know anything about that. I do know there's been play calling questions here lately, even in wins, we're still talking about what the hell is this play calling going on right now.
Penalties are a result of coaching too. The good coach teams don't have as many penalties, and
we lead
constantly have big penalties.
We lead the league in penalties. I'm pretty sure.
Not good.
I checked.
Penalty yardage, yeah.
Penalty yardage.
And big penalties, we're getting killed.
Always.
Man, that's not good. And then Kareem Hunt. Listen, I still don't think there's no way Kareem Hunt should have been on the field for that game. He should not have played.
No, I agree with you.
All week. If you don't practice all week, you're limited on the last day that there is to practice. I'm sorry, dude. Like, don't play. Just don't play. And then he goes down with the non-contact. That could have been avoided. That's avoidable. I'm sorry. It is. But, whatever. Look, mistakes happen.
Even if you're going to play him, you just don't play him as much as you did. Like that was the game I was at, and they were giving him the ball like he was Nick Chubb, and all the reports were that he was supposed to, kind of be limited a little bit. They were feeding him the ball heavily. So, yeah, there's been a lot, and he's only a second-year coach, and last year you don't really want to. I feel like that's kind of the one thing you don't want to do, is you don't want to start just changing systems around a lot. And
right.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know how much you can really put on him, just because it's really because of that video. If I never saw the video, I don't even know if I'd be able to say this. But I think it's a Baker thing, man, and I really have to know why he wasn't getting Odell the ball, because I think if you get your best receiver the ball, maybe that changes some of these losses into wins. Like some of those passes. I mean, the one against the Chargers. I mean, what, they lost that game by 1 or something?
Right.
I mean,
right.
Like it's beyond me, man. But the only thing I can blame on Stefanski for that is, why didn't you do anything about that?
Exactly.
Did you not pull these guys aside or something? Like, hey, Baker, did you not see him? Did you miss him? What happened? What can we do to make sure this doesn't happen again? That's about the only thing I can blame on them, really. But I mean, play calling. If you're any team, this could be New England, this could be Cleveland, this could be Tampa, this can be anyone. If you go on a little stretch where you're losing some games or something like that, there's always going to be a question about the play calls.
True.
That's an easy cop out.
Yeah, like you said, Joe. I mean, you can say play call and all you want, but the plays were working, dude. Odell Beckham was wide open. So to say play calling, I think it's just another excuse for Baker. I do.
Those drop balls don't mean anything.
The Browns aren't even in the bottom 10 of drops. So that's a microwave society where you're thinking recency bias, right? That's one game. They had some drops.
NFL is, man. It's a recent thing.
Well, I've watched every game. I've watched every game, and they aren't dropping passes left and right. So
Odell dropped 2 big ones.
Right. I was gonna say the 2 he dropped were on 4th down. I'm pretty sure.
So hold on. Let me talk about that again now. Okay. So the drop on 4th down, right? We're talking about that's the one against Arizona, right?
I believe.
Okay. What happened the first 3 quarters of that game? Nothing. He didn't throw the ball to Odell, not worth a blood nickel. I mean, and then all of a sudden,
he doesn't have to catch the ball.
All of a sudden, in the 4th quarter, in the most important play of the game, you're going to throw it to him in traffic and expect this dude to be in rhythm and catch it. It's just, I'm just so done with the excuses for this dude, man. It's just, I'm not saying Odell was perfect. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just tired of excuses for this guy, man. That's it. That's all.
I think that's the big thing that Andy's talking about is the rhythm thing, man. I mean, we all know that from playing sports, whether it be like recreationally or whatever, like it's something about getting touches, targets, everything else, being involved in the game. If I'm out there running blind and you're not throwing me the ball, maybe I'm a little bit shocked, like, oh shit, one's coming my way. And especially, I mean, and then you also think of the other front too. I mean, Odell probably already felt the way he's feeling now after several games, and then after you go 3 quarters with the same thing, you throw one across the middle of the field, I'm about to get lit up. I'm like, hey,
it sounds like you guys are eliminating the fact that this is a team sport, and you're calling on your arguably best wide receiver to make the biggest catch of the game. Absolutely, you're supposed to do that stuff. Throw it to DeAndre Hopkins. You think he's going to catch it? Throw it to Kelsey. You think he's going to catch it?
Do you think
have they gotten the ball the rest of the game, Jeff?
Yeah,
did they get the ball the rest of the game? I think it does matter. I think it does matter. You played cornerback, correct? You played defensive back.
If game script changes and your stud wide receiver only gets 3 targets and he drops 2 of them, that's on the team's fault because he dropped 2 because he wasn't in a rhythm. That's ridiculous to say about grown men that make $10 million a year to play this game. And if you're on the field, you're expected to do what's asked of you, not I'm not getting what I want, so it's okay that I can drop the ball.
I think you're looking at it as one game. You're looking at it as one game, though. It's not just one game. If it were just one game, I would be on your side with this. It's not just one game. It's not.
Right. I'm not saying that Odell's without fault. I'm not trying to put the blame on. I'm not casting a wide net of blame here. It's just I just think that they make excuses for one guy in the Browns that they don't make for any other player. Oh, it's the play calling. Oh, it's his arm. Oh, it's his shoulder. It's this and that. It's the harness he's wearing. But I'm just tired of him. I'm done with him. If you're so hurt, sit down and let Case Keenum come in and play.
That's on the coaching staff.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I think it's diminished gameplay on all sides. I think Baker's not as good as we thought he was when he was a rookie. He came out firing. He broke records that year. You know what I mean? And let's give this to Odell. Before Cleveland, he was a lot more of an off-field distraction than when he was in Cleveland. By far. It's taken to this very moment right here, right now, and we still aren't able to see completely through the smoke as to what all happened. But we know what we see. We see diminished play from the wide receiver position. We see diminished play from the quarterback position. That's for sure. We see a little bit of suspect play calling every now and then. I'm sorry, a draw on 3rd and long is not what's up. It's just not. It's never going to be, and I don't like that shit. It's terrible. Maybe try to figure something else out. All right? Okay? I'm just saying. It's not like that stuff happens all the time, but when it does, it's magnified more when there's a whole lot of other bullshit going on. You know what I mean? It's easier to see that. If we're up 30, no one cares that we just did that. When we're down 3, down a touchdown, hell yeah. We saw that.
Good conversation. I got to get going or I'm going to be out all day. The last part I was going to say, was just congratulations to Medina. Man, I'm telling you, whatever happened to that football program is
Drew
number
Aller.
one in the state, crushing people in the playoffs, and hopefully they can beat St. Ignatius for the second year in a row in the playoffs. And so go Bees. And you know what, fellas? See you next week.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
bro.
Later, man.
Peace out,
Well,
FA.
I'm on the
FA
same
out there
page, man.
too.
I got to run as well. So the last thing I'm going to say is that, through all of this, obviously, I'm still a major Browns fan. So, go Browns today, man. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Again, I expect a big day from Baker. I really do.
No doubt.
Peace.
Me too. Peace out, man.
Peace.
All right, guys.
Kai didn't give his anything. You didn't have anything on the whole.
I was just listening to you guys, but I remember when he got traded from the Giants or whatever, and everybody around here was just giving me flack about it. You got the bad end of that deal, and I don't think so now. I don't think many people now do either. But I just want to say before we get out of here, happy birthday to my brother Ken Clark. It's his birthday Tuesday, so happy birthday, Ken. Go Giants.
Oh, happy early birthday, Ken.
Happy birthday. All right,
Yeah.
Ken. The Clark brothers up in here. Birthdays. Don't at me. You got final words for the people today?
Yeah, like I said, I've mentioned this a little bit through the show. I think that Cleveland will probably somehow end up being fine today. I think they're just going to be someone to watch for the rest of the year. Be very interesting on, what they're going to do. I guess with now there can't be any excuses. So, if Baker Mayfield goes out there and plays terrible, then you guys know exactly what it is. It's not Odell's fault. Andy touched on this a little bit about how this could be a black and white thing. Truth be told, I'm looking at that because I know how Cam Newton got criticized last year. I'm not going to go into all of that, but they're pretty much playing just as bad. So, why is it that Cam Newton and he still gets talk trash on anytime I read on any thread, like pick Cam Newton up. Oh, he's a bum. He can't do this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, well, you guys love Baker Mayfield though, but whatever. Anyway, go Patriots today. They got Carolina. Christian McCaffrey's back, so might be a little bit of a tough task, but I don't think anybody had them beating the Chargers last week except for this guy right here. I almost want to pick him like that. So now I noticed that there are a few more pick'ems that came in that pool that had the Patriots win. I'm like, oh, now you guys want to be believers, huh? Yeah. Well, yeah, we about to light the world up. Mac Jones, top 10 in passing right now. Look it up. It's real. It's real. So
Top 10 in passing.
He's the top 10 quarterback right now. Yep. Go look it up. It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing how such a short season can change a lot of things.
Right. Hey, things in football change like that. That's for sure. All right, peoples. Deuces. Take our advice and apply it everywhere that you can and win some money, win some cash. Let's get this dough.